Hey, welcome back to Ping Pong Flicks. My name is Chris Wong. There has been a pretty major development in the DC Extended Universe. If you are interested at all in any of those spin-offs involving Birds of Prey, possibly Harley Quinn with Joker, Harley Quinn with Gotham City Sirens, Harley Quinn with Suicide Squad 2, any of that. Mainly Harley Quinn. Well, on today's article with Collider, Margot Robbie has recently talked about a little bit of her ideas about the movie that she wanted to make with her studio. And she wanted to pitch an idea of an R-rated movie to Warner Brothers. So this is what she had to say. I pitched the idea of an R-rated girl gang film including Harley because I was like, Harley needs friends. Harley loves interacting with people, so don't ever make her do a standalone film. She's got to be with other people. It should be a girl gang. I wasn't seeing enough girl gangs on screen, especially in the action space, so that was always a big part of it. And she continues, and then of course having a female director to tell that story and giving a female director the chance to do big budget stuff. They always get, here's the tiny little film. I was like, I love action films. I'm a girl. What are we meant to only like a specific thing? So it was a hugely important to find a female director for this if possible. But at the end of the day, male, female, the best director gets the job, and Cathy was the best director. And so obviously she's talking about Cathy Yan, who has signed on and recently attached to the movie Birds of Prey. So I know she didn't specifically see Birds of Prey. She just said R-rated girl gang film. But having her mention Cathy makes me believe, and that's why they're saying that Birds of Prey will be an R-rated movie. At least that's what she pitched to Warner Brothers. And so interesting enough, she goes on that there were some things happening. So I wanted to make a girl R-rated film that Harley is a part of, and we started working on it from there. Meanwhile, over the course of the next few years, the studio was exploring other Harley Quinn spin-offs, which we've heard about, but I was not part of those versions. I was always focused on this one with Christina Hodson, who is the writer for Bumblebee. I know that they were exploring Gotham City Sirens with David Ayer, and I know they were exploring a Joker and Harley movie, and they were exploring doing I don't know what else. I wasn't a part of those. I was focusing on this. I kept presenting it to the studio until they felt it at a point where they were ready to do it, and now we're all in. So that pretty much confirms that all those ideas, like David Ayer was trying to, I guess he was trying to pitch that Black Mask with with Gotham City, Gotham City Sirens, and the Joker Harley Quinn movie, and maybe even the Harley Quinn movie, some kind of spin-off. So all those are not actually happening. Those were just thrown around, ideas that are being thrown around because they wanted to make a movie with Harley Quinn on it, and it looks like they're going to do it. They're going to do it with Margot Robbie in Birds of Prey. So that says to me right there that this is a go. This is officially on the board, which I already knew was kind of officially on the board because they had Cathy Yan direction and all that. They had an announcement and everything like that. So that is on the board. We don't have to worry about these other ones right now. Gotham City Sirens, nope. Harley Quinn and the Joker, nope, don't. You can take that off the board, take that off the map. It was only in talks, and there were some things. Maybe they were trying to picture an idea of what kind of Harley Quinn movie. Obviously she's not attached to those, so that's probably gone and gone, and so which I'm actually kind of happy, because I was thinking, man, are they crazy? They're making so many Harley Quinn movies. So I'm glad that they narrowed it down to Birds of Prey, which will probably have some other characters other than Harley Quinn, even though Harley Quinn wasn't the major character for Birds of Prey. But this is in the movie world. This is the DC I don't know if we can still call it extended universe or just a DC universe or film universe in general, but having other characters and different types of stories within it, are borrowing elements from other comic books, so it's not exactly the same. Unless they're trying to do that now, we won't know for sure until we get keep on going with this. But a girl gang R-rated film. Now this is going to be the second time an R-rated film is within this DC universe. The first one being the director's cut, the Ultimate Edition of Batman v Superman, which was R-rated. Now this one is thinking they mean to take that R-rated film to the theaters, which will be completely different from what they've done so far, which is very different from what they were trying to talk about, hope and optimism, maybe more child-friendly, if some rumors have said. So I'm actually glad in this direction that they're going with. I think a lot of people who are looking at Shazam and seeing that the director said it was going to be more kid-friendly, family-friendly, got kind of scared and shocked by those comments and figuring out that the whole DC universe is going to be from there, especially when we watched Justice League and how really watered down that movie was, right? And so I think a lot of us should be really happy to hear that they are going to go an R-rated version, meaning they don't intend all these movies to be that formulaic, family-friendly style all the time. Each movie is going to have a different style. Maybe one's going to be family-friendly, another one's going to be more fantasy, maybe one will be a lot more horror type, and then this one's going to be an R-rated gangster girl film. Hey, I am all up for that. That's the kind of movies I want to see. I don't want it to be so similar to each other. I want the directors and the producers to have their kind of freedom to make a movie that they want to make into their own universe. So I think this is a great step for a DC Extended Universe or DC Universe, whatever you want to call it, and how they make films from now on. And if they are truly doing this, if Warner Bros. is truly letting them do the R-rated girl gang film that Margot Robbie wants to make, then let her make it. And if she does get to make that and it's presented in theaters that way, then we can pretty much be calm in our hearts to say that, all right, they really are going to director-driven movies. And we'll probably see that when we see Aquaman, when we see Shazam, and then we'll see Wonder Woman 2. But for now, I think this is good to hear that they're not fighting her on this. It looks like they're going ahead with it. They're all in on R-rated girl gang film, and they're ready to explore this part of that universe. And I'm really excited to see what comes out for them. Meaning, there's going to be more projects that maybe the studio will be very open to see that type of style, that type of thing. So who knows? Maybe Zack Snyder can come back after all. But we'll see from then on. Now, as I said, there's more characters in this movie Birds of Prey than Harley Quinn, and one of them is the main one is Batgirl. Now, this is just a huge rumor, but it says that Lindsey Morgan, who I have no idea who she is rumored, or at least she said that she has auditioned for Batgirl. That is interesting. I don't know who Lindsey Morgan is. I think she's attached to the 100 sci-fi show or something. I don't know what show that is. I've never seen her before in my life, but yeah, she does look like Batgirl. But for me, the takeaway from that is that they are auditioning for Batgirl, meaning they are prepping. They are doing something for it already. Is it going to be Batgirl solo film, or is this part of the Birds of Prey? I like to think that Birds of Prey, all those Gotham City Sirens are all just movies that were put on ideas on the side, when Birds of Prey, now that they're making it, is actually the Batgirl film. Or Batgirl will be introduced in Birds of Prey like they've mentioned before, and Batgirl is going to have her solo film. In any case, that Batgirl will be the same Batgirl, and so now we're going to be hearing about more auditions. Perhaps, if it's true that Lindsey Morgan was auditioning, that means there's going to be a ton of women who are auditioning for these roles, and then maybe by San Diego Comic-Con, maybe we'll have some reveals of who is going to play who in that, other than Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. And I think that's exciting in itself, to actually see more actors and actresses being characters for this cinematic universe. It just builds the library, if you will, builds the repertoire, and I can't wait to see this family grow and grow and grow. So that's it for that. That's pretty much it for the DC Extended DC Universe. I want to get in real quick. Now, if you're not into games, you can. That's it for films today. But if you're into games, and if you're into Superman, and if you love those Arkham Knight, Arkham Universe, Batman games, then this is a huge rumor. Now, most of the time, these rumors just fall flat on their face and everything. But for some reason, this is picking up steam, and I think it's because E3 is coming soon. So this is coming from 4chan, and we know 4chan is never really the place to actually find actual material. But this is a leak. Their possible leak is that Superman is going to be an open world, massive open world game, and it's going to be made by Rocksteady, right? Rocksteady is the studio, the production company that made the Arkham games. So, and they've been hinting at it, right? There've been Easter eggs of Superman within the games. Lex Luthor even has his voice anyway. And you see a poster and things like that. There's so many allusions to Superman within the Rocksteady game, especially the last one, the Arkham Knight one, which was pretty awesome. I have it on my PS4. But I've been waiting for a great Superman game. I'm waiting. I want to fly through the sky, sonic boom, and things like that. The one thing that was really good about that Superman Returns game when that came out was that you could fly. You can put your own music in there. It's just flying around. Now the mechanics of that really sucked. It doesn't suck as much as the Superman 64, which I play the hell out of because I'm Superman and I'm stupid. But I love Superman and I'm stupid. But I played the heck out of that. I played the heck out of the Apocalypse one. I played the heck out of a lot of Superman games, even back in the day with the side-scrolling beat 'em up of Death and Return of Superman, and that was really cool. So I'm really aiming for a real good open world Superman game, and I think this might be it. So this is on 4chan. Now keep in mind this is on 4chan, so take everything with a grain of salt or no grain at all. So could be just a boy's wet dream about having a great Superman game. So all it says is this: made by Rocksteady, Unreal Engine 4. Big open world metropolis about 3 times the size of Arkham Knight with a lot more buildings. Can't play as Clark Kent. Main villain is Brainiac. Nerfed Superman, the animated Superman levels. So that means I guess he can get hit and he actually feels hurt. And it's not super... it was kind of super strength, but not really. Semi-destructible environments. Think Arkham Knight, no buildings are falling over. Combat system integrates the flying, kind of like Dragon Ball Z. You can punch someone, then zoom towards them and repeat. Okay, that sounds cool. That's kind of like Man of Steel, right? Set within the Arkham verse. That's no surprise. They can throw that in there. Tons of Easter eggs to Superman's lore and some to the events that took place in the Batman Arkham franchise. So that is not a surprise at all. And then maybe one day we could have the Batman versus Superman game. You never know. But it all sounds great. It all sounds like everything I would want in a Superman game. Although it would be kind of cool to play Clark Kent. Just like in the little moments where you were Bruce Wayne in Arkham Knight, and then you have to suit up. You have to run over to a booth or something, or run over into an alley and then fly out. That would have been kind of cool. But then again, this is a real rumor, so I don't want to talk too much about this because I'm going to be setting myself up for disappointment, which I'm already am. But it was also accompanied with this picture. But the problem with that picture is that this is a picture from years ago. And it was a Superman concept art done for a client's video game pitch, which ended up being scrapped. So looking at that, it just takes away from the facts, not the facts, but from the whatever information that was reported on here, showing that this picture was something that was a long time ago. So maybe he couldn't get a picture from the current game, but he only picture from a rumor a long time ago in itself. But it's been talks about rumors for so long that Rocksteady was possibly making a Superman game, and if it is true, that is gonna be one hell of a game, man. It's gonna be one hell of a game, and I can't wait for someone to actually do it. I can't understand why we can't have a great Superman game. We have so many great Batman games. Why can't we make a great Superman game? And a lot of people said because he's invincible, he can't die and stuff. Sure. The one thing about Superman Returns that kind of was cool is that the collateral damage was high, and that was the collateral damage equaled his health. So that kind of made sense, although yeah, I guess if he doesn't save anybody, it's game over in that sense. But I don't know. There's got to be some way to integrate a great story into a Superman game and having it to be played with and very awesome with lots of characters that you interact with, different multiple storylines. Maybe one day the next game we could go to War World and Apocalypse and do all kinds of crazy stuff with have all the Justice League team members. I'm drooling over this, but I hope it happens. If any case, we're going to learn about it in E3. That's really, really soon. And if we don't learn about it in E3, then we can probably scrap this away as another huge unfortunate rumor. All right, guys, what do you guys think about Harley Quinn being in the Birds of Prey movie and how Margot Robbie wants to make an R-rated girl gang film? Also, what do you think about the Batgirl being auditioned? And also, Rocksteady, are you in for a Superman game by Rocksteady? Open world, fly anywhere, save things and destroy things. I don't know, but we'll see if that actually comes true. All right, guys, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.